Battle Reports. Today we return to the universe of Relic Worlds to bring you a battle between pirates and a corporate army. With me today is Jamie.
I think we need some music for the game.
I have some playing, but how about this?
No, just... Okay, seriously, you just scared all the cats. What do we...
Well, I'm singing Lawrence of Arabia.
Just introduce the teams.
Okay, on the corporate army side, we've got 3 groups of minions with leaders, an armored walker, and Bella.
Okay, those are not minions. I know minions. Minions are cute and yellow and look like little beans. That is RoboCop.
Oh, they kind of are.
They're all sitting there like, your activity is illegal, you are jaywalking, why is there no leash on your dog?
They're being played by Ivan Van Norman of Geek and Sundry. Let's hear what his plan is going to be.
Hi, I'm Ivan Van Norman. I'm a host on Geek and Sundry. We play Game to Game on Thursdays and role-playing games on Mondays for no survivors. I'm going to be doing the corporate mercenaries in this Savage Worlds Showdown. My goons are pretty much going to be trying to relay out and destroy the pirates in every circumstances that I can. So the goal of this is to pretty much stop the pirates from collecting anything across the board they can. So I'm really not interested too much in getting all of the tokens on the board. I'm just wanting to do as much body count as I possibly can. This is easier for me because I can just do my firing squads, line up, tuck and roll, and shoot. So I think the goal of this game is to get into a good kill zone, which there's these ruins that seem to kind of be midway through the map that I know that he's going to be rushing for because that's going to be great cover. So my goal is to get there sooner than he can so that I can kind of create a bad situation for him if he's trying to gain ground there, because I want to make him pay for every inch to get into my space. Likewise, to the left of the board, my walker, who doesn't do well with difficult terrain, is going to be kind of coming around the side, just popping his cannon off whenever he can, picking priority targets. And that's pretty much where we're at. Bulk of my forces are going to be to the right, come up through the center, create a kill box, while the left side of the forces are going to come up around and just take priority targets, and I'll have my heroes support here and there. So.
Pirates also have 3 minion groups with leaders. They also have Otto and Chaucer as heroes, and a treasure chest.
What kind of chest? What do we have there? Is it Chesty LaRue? Is it a chest full of treasures? Is it like the chest that you'd find at the dentist office? Didn't your dentist office have a chest? What kind of heathen dentist doesn't have a chest of treasures? I ask you, my new dentist, I ask you.
I'm Jeff MacArthur. I'm a writer and a game designer, and I run this channel, and today I am playing Space Pirates. They are one of the factions in my expansion to Showdown, which is the miniatures war game version of Savage Worlds. And the faction of the pirates is really to go out and find treasure, basically. They want to sneak into somewhere, find treasure, find basically mundane items that they can call treasure, and call it a day. I'm going up against a corporate army, and my pirates are just no match for them. So my strategy is really to try to sneak in. That's one thing that pirates can do well, is sneak into somewhere. So their thing is, what they're going to do is try to sneak into some heavy terrain, like woods or something like that, get the treasure, and basically get out. And really they're going to try to keep themselves well enough hidden that if the corporate army wants to come get them, they're going to have to come get them. They're going to have to go in there, and my guys are really good at hand-to-hand and close range. So that's it. That's what we're going to try to do. We'll see how it works.
That there is one handsome dude.
There is no safe answer to that, and I know this.
Did you see that beard? That is a masculine beard.
That was something growing off of a tree stump.
And his mutton chops.
Okay, so why don't we just tell everyone how the game works?
Alright, so this is the Relic Worlds modification to Showdown. In it, you have these little green dots called the Discoveries. Each one can be a monster, a trap, a relic, or a mundane item. If it's a monster or a trap, they have to deal with it. If it's a relic, they can use it. If it's a mundane item, it's valuable to the pirates. The corporation just gets points for killing people, so you're probably going to see them press ahead and try to take out as many pirates as possible. The pirates, meanwhile, are less good at fighting, but have a lot of dirty tricks up their sleeves, and get points easier.
So you're saying that the pirates have to find places to hide, but there's like nowhere for them to hide. I mean, there's a little bit of grass and a couple of trees, and like Arbor Day would be really upset about this, and a couple monuments that, let's be honest, they're not that big when they're really that small, and even though they try to look, and then there's sand. There's stupid sand. Where are you gonna hide under the sand? No, you suffocate under the sand. You don't have nowhere to hide under the sand.
But you can stick your head in the sand.
Yes, and die.
That's true. Let's see if they choose to do that.
Even in 2300, we say, "Arr, we haven't moved on to S yet." That'll be 2400.
The two sides are going toward each other. The pirates are holding for cover while the corporate armies are going straight after the enemy. But it looks like they're having trouble staying on their feet. Let's hear the report on the field. They're basically just running along here, and a couple of them are a little bit clumsy. They've tripped on the rocks. And over here, they have already found an artifact. Bella has already found an artifact and couldn't figure out what it was. Asked the man in the walker what it was. He's like, I don't know, I'm a walker. And over here, they're continuing to walk up there. The pirates found some jewelry, picked it up, went, hey, what is this? And it was a trap, and it's now choking this guy. He's on that, and they're going to try to help him. They're all coming up to these ruins up here, and they're going to see what's going on. No, the sharp claw creatures are going after your legs. I'll bite your kneecaps off.
Why didn't you see the pygmies and their dogs in the ruins? Why didn't you see them?
Just, I don't know, we wanted to go see what this one that thought there was beautiful jewelry in there. Pretty jewelry. Only on turn 2, and man, we got a lot of violence going on here. Let's start with the ruins over here where
There's so many dogs!
They're killing us, and pygmies.
And so it's pygmies and their dogs. They just showed up in the midst of the ruins while the pirates attempted to just storm in there, thinking it was totally safe and secure, no worries. Everything's fine, and then pygmies and their dogs.
And that, that pygmy dogs that always ruins my day whenever that happens.
Right, so how many did we kill?
Well, we,
How many did
I kill? I didn't actually kill any. They actually killed, let's see, 4 pirates.
Four pirates.
Four pirates went down.
That's like most of your squad.
Yeah, there's one guy left. There's Jorge over there.
One lone dude.
One lone Jorge trying to fight against all these dogs.
I think there's a reason why your hero over here decided to just run.
That's exactly what she saw. She was here. The whole idea was she had a card that was
ruin is abandoned.
Yeah,
forever.
She had an initiative later on in the turn, and she was going to go help them, but she saw what was happening and went, no, I'm abandoning my men and coming over here to be with some winners who are now going to be in range of those guys. Over here, we've got they found a relic. Couldn't figure out what it was. This is actually the crew, not raiders. So they should have been good at finding things. They couldn't figure it out, but they did figure out there were monsters over here. Oh wait, no, what was it?
No, there's monsters over here with my walker. So
that's right.
They couldn't find out what it was.
They couldn't find out what it was.
And they got headshotted a couple times by
these monsters.
By the corporate
thugs.
Yeah, laying inside of his little finger fell off. I don't like that.
Oh no, so the commander has to get fixed up again. But you know what it was? Actually, they found a mundane item. They found themselves a vase.
A vase.
They have a vase, sorry. They found a vase, and 2 of them died. 2 of them died getting that vase.
I hope it's really exquisite pottery.
You know what? We died getting that, so we can call it whatever we want. It's a vase.
Right.
And they're over here. Now, this was fun. They found some monsters.
Sharp-clawed creatures.
Yep.
And they stumbled upon out of the rocks from the walker, who then attempted to shake him off. Didn't take a hit, barely, though. Thankfully, his corporate goons were not too far away and made a lineup squad and took out most of them, although there's still one to contend with for later.
My favorite part of that, though, is that here he was walking through them, and the sharp-clawed creature just basically jumped onto its legs. You can see it down there. Yeah, he just, get off of there, get off of me, and they went up and shot him off of their legs, off of his legs.
And over here, then they move.
We have a little bit of a standstill.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're not moving, we're not shooting because it's going to be a lineup for next combat. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be the standoff.
This is going to be
now that your dudes have been wiped out in the ruins.
Yep, they're
More pirates.
Aww.
You thought you would know the land well, but you don't. Because pygmies.
Because pygmies.
One of the things I like about what Jeff's done with kind of the Relic Worlds part of Savage World Showdowns, his flavor to it, if you will, is that there's these random tokens that can either be monsters, traps, unique items, or potentially monsters. Sometimes you'll have to search for them, but if it's monsters or traps, they just appear out of nowhere. So, sadly, the pirates have just revealed a pygmy brothel house.
Alien pygmy hose. It's a thing. They used to always get slapped around down here by their hobgoblin pimps.
Or I don't know if it's a brothel house. It's just, that would actually be really weird because a bunch of dogs appeared at the same time.
Now they're getting their own brothel. I think they're going to unionize.
But the pygmies' home in the ruins was stumbled upon by the pirates, and now suddenly there are dogs everywhere.
The dogs are extra. I don't know why, and I don't want to know.
Dogs and pygmies running amok all over the raiders.
Ah! Pygmies! Ah! Dogs! Pygmies! Dogs! They're all over the place!
I think all I really have to do now is just kind of sit by and watch the chaos unfold.
So I guess the lesson is, when the ruins are a-rockin', don't come a-knockin', especially when it's alien pygmies.
I think they prefer vertically challenged xeno-natives of pygmy descent.
Oh, is that right? Okay, I'll try to be more sensitive to the sci-fi alien creatures. I know they can be easily offended. Just look at what's happening to the pirates. This looks pretty much over for them. What do you think, John Madden?
Well, what you need to do over here is that they shouldn't be going right at it from the front because they're pirates and you pillage, and when you pillage, you run. You don't go straight at it. It's like going to see your ex-girlfriend's father. You don't go straight at him, you slash his tires, but don't get caught doing that because I'm gonna tell you, they'll send the video to the police. I know this. Don't do it.
Let's see if that's what they do.
This game is not going well for the pirates. Go figure, it's me playing them. So, first of all, here we got the corporate thugs shooting, and they didn't do too well at their shots here, but
It was a lot of spray and pray. It was so much spray and pray getting into the getting back into the pirates leading up inside of here. They basically just riddled all the way down this thin palm tree.
Oh, that's right.
While the dogs swept in through this side, and pretty much after eating everything inside of the ruins, they decided to come in and just mop up into the tropical oasis instead.
Like, these guys smell good, and what, they're trying to get a relic there? Not on my watch.
Right.
I particularly like, though, how, I've forgotten about this. This guy was like, I'll hide behind this tree, and nobody hit him.
Nobody hit him.
Now, game note here, the reason the dogs went after them, because remember they were chasing these guys, the pygmies chased after these guys, but what happens is they're triggered on their turn, they move last. So, these guys ran out here, they were still in range of the pygmies, so the pygmies ran after them. But in this case, they were now closer to the dogs, and the monsters go after whoever's closer. If it's a tie, they go after whoever they were currently fighting. Thus, these guys with pygmies. But
Dogs wiped out their whole unit.
Yep.
So now they can do it.
Precisely. So these guys go running. They get hit pretty hard. In fact, this guy got chomped really hard. This was their damage roll. 4, and what happens in this is when you roll the maximum number, you roll again, so it was roll 4, another 4, roll another 4, roll the 3. Oh, and they had a 6-sided die in this one as well, just because they had gotten a really good hit, so it was just something like that. Just absolutely messed him up. This guy is still up there standing. It is not very good. Trasa, of course, the brave pirate captain, abandoned them for these guys. 2 of them got killed by these pirate thugs over here.
More firing lines.
More firing lines. And they had the corporation had the initiative this time. Completely went first. One thing that did happen is Otto was able to fire down there. Got one of them. Killed one of them. Oh yeah, that's right. Pew! Took him down. Then these guys ran back here. Shasa tried to build their morale. One of them failed his morale, so she gave him a benny and suddenly remembered, oh yeah, we're pirates. We have all these bennies we can be giving out to people. Over here...
We had a swing and a miss with my armored walker. I didn't realize his cannon was so powerful. It's got amazing range, but it also sucks to hit.
Yeah.
And then we're just getting into position to kind of. I don't even have to shoot these pirates.
Nope.
There's no point. The dogs are doing all the work.
You just sit back and like laugh and watch the dogs.
Seriously, this is like just watching just a terrible dog fight happen. We're just there to make sure that they do our job.
Yeah, that is kind of true.
Dogs,
like
your checks in the mail.
Then over here, you got Bella was getting attacked by poison darts.
Oh, that's right.
He came running over here, but he's so agile. Yeah, he just jumped through them. I imagine him hopping and skipping and doing a somersault through them and everything.
So that was nice. I guess this old ruins had some latent booby traps inside of it. So.
Yeah. And we think this might have come to a really sad end for the pirates here.
Yeah, if I was the pirates, I would be getting out of town right now. These are all that's pretty much left. Otto did a spectacular headshot, doing 3 damage to my lead walker here. He's pretty much done. Now the corporate goons will probably be chasing all of the pirates off into the sunset anyway. But I want to think that the pirates would have had a chance had they not been attacked by dogs. You know?
They got it. This is the classic ending to one of these fairy tales. And then they got
by dogs.
They eaten by dogs. Isn't that the way?
So the breakdown's pretty much like this. We had a firing squad over here. We got another couple of solid hits, taking one gentleman out over here. Yeah. We had my goons were just going to line up and do a firing squad because why not?
Exactly.
Finishing off one of our pirate leaders here.
But of course, what happens? What good firing squad would be complete without a blast?
Without a blast. So a triggered blast happened, but they just shook it off without too much difficulty. Not a man was lost in the blast. I would say that the long-term byproduct of this game, though, is that my leader, Bella, here is now walking away from this engagement with a parasite for the rest of her life. So even though she didn't see combat once, she's now forever poisoned.
Yeah, I like how Bella went up into these trees. First, it kind of came out perfectly because you go by these things and all of these darts come out after you, and then you go up by a tree and
you get bit by a tick. And you get bit by a tick.
A freaking tick.
Good job, Bella. So, and then we had a lot of exchanging laser fire here, but our bat guy got a solid hit with an 8. So even though our gentlemen were in cover, we're hitting on a 4. Cover makes it a 6. I was medium range here, making it an 8.
Yep.
And we still knocked a dude down.
So like all the guys who had an easier time of hitting couldn't hit, and then the one guy in the back, he's like, actually, you guys look at him. He looks cool.
Yeah, he looks great. Looks awesome. He's got it.
He's just got those sunglasses on. He's like, I got this.
I've got it. And then our walker did a big old whiff. He had 3 opportunities to shoot, and I burnt all of my bennies.
Oh yeah.
On doing it, and just whiff.
Yeah, Benny lets you re-roll, and he just was like, whoosh.
Whoosh. So really, I didn't win this game. The dogs did.
Yeah. Congratulations to the dogs. The dogs of war. Because here's the nice thing about me all dying. Once I finally die, they turn on the corporate guys.
Well, that's fine because there's a nice kill zone here. Now, for when the dogs want to run for it, we're just gonna light it up.
Yes, but could you take on the pygmies?
Well, I think what happened is we stumbled upon the pygmies' home here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you guys ignited the hornet's nest.
Well, they also had pet dogs there. It was them and their pet dogs.
Right. So we're just gonna. In my mind, it's just like taking incendiary grenades, just throw it in there and watch the thing burn.
Oh. Although then again, they probably wouldn't be doing much to you. I mean, look, they couldn't even kill this guy.
They're
look at
pygmies.
All these rolls could not even hit.
I know. know, but that's a battle of attrition. That will eventually go down. If these guys don't walk up, kill the dogs, and take that out, that's what's going to happen. So, anyway, congratulations, dogs.
Yay, dogs.
Well, it looks like that pretty much wraps up the game.
Looks like the dogs won. Always like to see the puppies winning.
As well as the vertically challenged Xeno-natives of Pygmy descent.
I think they prefer now to be called the low center of gravity towards their planet of choice of Pygmy descent.
Oh, okay. I can never keep up with these things. Let's see if the players can keep up.
I wish I could say that this was a real challenging game for me. Don't get me wrong, I actually had a great time. It was super fun. It reminded me of why I love miniature games so much. But I really think this game goes to the dogs, because they really did the brunt force of the work. You know, those pygmies and those dogs, they really kicked ass. My walker took a sustained amount of damage. That was a good shot by Otto. Applause to you. But, you know, he's just going to go back to the machine shop and just, you know, get a little bit of spritz of oil, and he's going to be up and walking in no time. So I feel like the taxpayers' money were well spent on these corporate goons. You know, the wastelands will be clear of pirates for at least a short while.
I'm reminded of the old adage, don't play your own game with somebody lest you get beaten at your own game, and boy did I ever get beaten. Although I mostly got beaten by the game. Those space pygmies and their dogs really beat me up. And actually the damage that the corporate army did on me was a lot due to them as well, because some of my guys had the ability to take an action to just suddenly become hidden and nobody outside of the woods can see them, but they weren't able to take that action because they were too busy fighting or fending off monsters. So we pretty much just got hammered from the beginning, had to pull back, and the corporation was able to just sort of come and wipe us up. We had a treasure chest, and I could have used it for one of the things that I discovered, but I was trying to save it for when the corporate army discovered something, because you can essentially declare one of their things to be the treasure chest that you're looking for, and then they can't claim it. So I was waiting for that, but he never got any of those. Instead he got traps. I got all the monsters. So there you go. It's just, this game sometimes comes down to luck. And you just have to deal with that. It's meant to be just a lot of fun and not to take it too seriously. And anyway, I hope it was really fun. I had a great time playing with Ivan, and I hope he did too. And I hope you all enjoyed watching it.
Well, that'll do it for us here. Thank you all for watching. This is all based on the sci-fi series Relic Worlds, which you can see at relicworlds.com. You can download both Showdown and the Relic Worlds expansions for free on Wargame Vault.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to share it with all your friends. We want to see your comments below, or more so, Jeff's going to see your comments, and I'm going to ignore all of them. And make sure to check us out over on Patreon, because we need money for booze.
Thumb us and subscribe. Stay tuned for more ways you can help us grow the channel. Happy gaming, everybody! Did you like this video? Then be sure to subscribe to see more and share us with your friends. Also, if you'd like to support us financially or just give us a tip, consider a donation on Patreon. A little donation from each of our viewers helps us expand the videos, keeps the channel going, and helps us make more of them. You also get bonus videos and a big thank you from us. Happy gaming, everybody!